What is up, guys? Hello and welcome back to Star Citizen. And so once again, as with the last video, I'm going to be going off of the 320 tour checklist by Cowboy 734U, I believe is his name. And if you are interested in following along with the checklist or doing the checklist yourself, I'll have a link to the Spectrum post in the description, so you can go check that out. So I just saw it, so if I do cut out at any point in the middle of talking, it is probably because there's a gnat flying around my desk, and I've been trying to kill it for a bit, so if there's any random cuts or pauses, it's probably me trying to kill that thing. It's getting on my nerves. And so just a few things before we actually start going on the tour. First, as I mentioned last time, if you are going to be making an account, be sure to use a referral code. There are a couple different places that you can get one. If you have a friend that's already playing, you can use theirs. There are places and websites that'll basically have randomized referral codes. If you just look up like Star Citizen random referral code or something on Google, it should show up, or you can use mine. It'll be on screen right now, as well as I'll have it in the description, and I'll probably make a comment on this as well. And additionally, if you are watching this at the time of this being recorded and posted, which is being recorded at 10:23, so it should be, or well, October 23rd, 2023, it should be posted within the next few days, if not later today or tomorrow. There is currently a referral bonus right now. So if you do join and use a referral code, you will actually get a free hover quad. I'll actually put a picture of it up on screen just so you know what I'm talking about. It is a sort of ground vehicle, sort of like a ATV, quad bike, whatever you want to call them. And so we are starting here in habitation. And there is actually two ways to get out of here. You could go to the big door that I think a lot of people think is the only way out, or if you are coming out of the elevators, if you go to the right or to the left over there, there are actually doors back here at this end, and this will actually put you out closer to everything else. So then sort of diagonal over there, that is the hospital. So if you respawn in the hospital, that's where it's going to be. You can also get your med pens and med guns and stuff over there. But first, I'm going to show you where you can buy guns, and I believe you can buy some armor over here. As well as if you are here for trading, this right here is the TDD as well, the Trade and Development Division. It's right through this or that door right there. So speaking of, I saw the gnat for a split second. Oh, there he went again. So whenever you come in here, this over to the right, this Kelto, you'll even see the guns over here on the wall. So it is a limited option, but you do have some armor and gun options. I guess, yeah, you only have the Venture set, which I believe is a light armor set. Yeah. And then as far as weapons go, there's all the ammo. You can get a pistol, and then a shotgun and an SMG. I think that's probably about it. And then ammo for pretty much all the guns, I think. So so I do already have that on, and I have no head. There it is. I do already have that on. I have the full kit. So let's actually check and see. Can you do med pens here? No. Okay. The med guns are also at the hospital, so you can get those at the hospital. So we're going to go ahead and go across over here, and I will actually show you this just because it is on there. Instead of buying a Finley, which is the little storm wall, I will show this as well as showing you where you can buy a Finley if you are interested in doing so. So yeah, you have this storm wall little statue. I guess it's not little. But you have a statue over here of the storm wall. So, and I should also mention that building sort of, so you have the apartments, which is the green circle. You have your little, I guess, shopping area here, as well as the TDD in that building, the hospital. Then the other fourth building on this island is actually the Crusader showcase, which is where you can buy Crusader ships. So I know that it is not on the tour checklist, but I am going to go show that off just so we can go take a look at it. And if you are ever here for Siege of Orison, you actually catch a ride from, well, that one is the one, the transit that you're getting on at the top of the building. That's where, if Siege of Orison is going on, that's where you're going to be trying to get to, is the top of this building over here. Now, it does mention Kaplan Stadium. I know that there's a Kaplan Circuit, which is one of the races here. I think that the Kaplan Stadium is where the Grey Cat PTV race is. So I'll just assume that it's talking about the where the Grey Cat racing is. So we will get over there. And I will say the one thing that probably won't be able to do on this checklist is the go for a trip with the whole sea. I actually do have a friend that has one, so maybe we'll hitch a ride with him to try and ride it. But yeah, if you come down here, you can check out some of the ships. I believe that this is a Ares Ion. There are two versions of the Ares. You have the Ion and the Inferno. The Ion is a laser cannon. Let's see if I can actually get up on it and show you just how big this gun is. Yeah. So yeah, you got a big laser cannon on here, and then the Inferno is just a huge ballistic Gatling gun. So that's the two versions you have of that. Then the C2, this is actually, it is not the biggest cargo ship in the game anymore because of the Hull C, I believe, actually passes it. Can I? Yeah, I can't get it open. Probably not going to actually show off actually in it, but yeah, there's the Hull C. And then lastly, you got the MSR over here as well. So if you are looking to buy Crusader ships, this is where most of them are sold. I believe some of them are sold at the other ship shops as well. And so if you are coming out of this building, or you can probably reference yourself, that is the apartments across the way. If you're trying to get straight to the spaceport, you're going to want to go to the sort of transit over here on the left side. Now, I know the other day it wasn't running, so you had to use the other transit just because they are a loop, so you can actually use those. I'll check and see if this actually has a timer. Okay, so it does seem to actually be running today. So it is actually working. So this is where you're going to want to be to get to the shuttle. We got another person here.
The hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
And so I believe on the checklist we can basically go through all of the general objectives. I showed you where you can get armor, all that good stuff. I don't think you can actually get a multi-tool there. That would actually be if you got on that other on the other transit and went to, I believe it's the Providence platform. That is where you can buy your multi-tool. As with the last one, I don't actually set my spawn here super often, or if I do, then I almost always set it up at well, Grimhex, or used to be Port Olisar, now it is Seraphim Station, which we will actually go see both of. We will visit Seraphim Station, Grimhex, both in this video, but we want to go to the Vision Center.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Good timing on that. Okay, here right is the thing. So we can go do a PTV race. So this is actually a pretty long Skyway ride. So I'll actually just skip past this because I think it's like a 2 minute. Yeah, it's 3 minutes. It's a 3 minute ride. So I'll be back once we're over there. Okay, we are pulling up now, I believe. And so this is actually quite a ways away from actually Orison over there. But you can get to here using this, so using the transit. So if you are interested in doing some PTV racing, this is where you're going to want to come to. Okay, so go on down to the convention hall. That is where we will find our track. So I am going to make one lap just for this video, but if you actually get here with some friends, it is actually quite fun. Me and some friends were doing it recently. One of them rear-ended me, pushed me into the wall, and blew up my PTV. So yeah, that was fun. Okay, let's see. Oop, can't fit through there. Need to lose a bit of weight. Okay, here's this one. Okay, yeah, it is working. Do us a quick lap here. Line up pretty much on the start line. I do feel like these things have gotten driftier than they used to be, because they did do some handling changes on the ground vehicles. I believe with the PTV, they made it a little bit more slidey than it used to be, at least on these tracks like this. Hey, I'm doing pretty good, other than that right there. Shouldn't have said anything. Coming up on the jump. You do have to be careful with that, because if you hit the walls, you can actually knock your wheels off. So keep that in mind, and be careful with hitting the walls. Stairs. Do the loop. Spin out. It's sticking out a bit there. Do I not have a reverse? Oh, I think my car died. Did my car really die? Hang on, let me get out and see. I think I'm missing... Yep. Like I said, if you hit the wall the wrong way, you will knock your wheel off. So, I don't even know where the wheel is. Well, that's now an obstacle for someone else who's gonna be here. We'll just finish the rest of the track on foot. We were almost done, too. Because you come out of here, I think, turn left, and then you're at the finish line. Yep. So you come out of here, turn left, and right over there's the finish line where the where those lights are going across at. So close. But anyways, that's the PTV track. So yeah, if you get some friends in here and actually do some racing, it's quite fun. And these are provided. The PTVs are all here, like spawned normally. So you don't have to own a PTV or anything to do the racing. They're here. So okay, so now that I'm done with this, I'm going to head back to the space station, and I'll be back once I'm there. Oh no. Oh, never mind. That one did just leave, so I'm probably gonna be waiting here for a bit. Oh gosh, okay. Thing came in on 2 wheels. Someone's plane's falling. Oh, there's a bunch of ships falling. What in the world? I don't know what that was about. Well, we are here to
the shuttle is preparing to depart.
The spaceport. Okay, and while we are up here, I can actually show you where you can buy a Finley. Now, I did check, and I actually did not have either of the missions, once again, that it is saying to take, the PI wanted and the retrieval op for Whistler's Crypt. Now, I believe that the retrieval op is going to be like a package retrieval, and then the PI wanted is investigation. So the package retrieval, you go to a location. There may or may not be bad guys that you have to kill while you're there, or good guys, depending on if it's an illegal mission or not. And then take it somewhere else, drop it off for somebody. And then the PI wanted the investigation one. You'll basically go to a wrecked ship and basically try to find a certain person or one of the passengers while you are there. And while I'm passing it, I will mention, if you want to rent a vehicle from this location, this is where you're going to be right after you come out of the security there. It's on the right side here. You can have your rentals there. And here are your Finleys. So, is this where you buy them? I thought this was where you bought them from.
Follow all safety announcements and report any concerns to Crusader security. Together, we can set your visit home.
Aha, yeah, here you go. Here's where you buy your Finleys. You can buy your big one or your little one. There's 2 different colors that you can get, as well as food and drinks that you can get over here. Hello. And as well, you have these 2 food places. You got Whammers and... is this one over here? Oh yeah, Elroy's. You can get food from those 2 as well. And then here you are actually at the ASOP terminals where you can spawn your ship. But if you could not tell from the fact that we're just floating in the sky, Orison is on Crusader, which is a gas giant. It is, I believe, the largest planet in this system. And the reason why they are actually sort of in the atmosphere of a gas giant is because Crusader actually builds large, it's like a shipyard. That's what this is meant to be. They build capital class ships, and they are basically easier to get out of an atmosphere if it's already floating, instead of if you have to get it from the ground out of atmosphere. I believe that is sort of the purpose of the floating city on Orison, as well as being basically just it's a tourist trap also kind of deal. Hey, and it is ready, so Hangar 9, let's head on down there. I may have the glitch. I had this happen. Yep. Okay. I've had this happen once before. I don't know if it is a Crusader problem or a spawning the A1 at Crusader problem. Or just this hangar, because it actually was this hangar the last time. Hangar 9, your ship actually spawns above the hangar, and if we actually go back, I can show you where it is. I guess this is basically something to show. You know, this game is not without its its moments and glitches like this one, so we will have to take a different ship out. But I can at least show you what I'm talking about, hopefully, from over here. So instead, and that's actually probably what the 2 ships that I saw falling whenever I was coming in on the thing, yeah, this is probably what happened to them. And oh, there's someone else's ship is actually up there too. So, yep, there's my ship. It's definitely not in a hangar. So I'm guessing it's probably a Crusader problem, considering that I believe that ship is also having the same thing happening. So I guess we are taking the scythe today. So I will actually get to show off some alien technology. Probably one of the most rare ships in the game. It is also quite expensive if anybody ever actually sells it. I think, like I saw one sell a little while back for like $10,000, which is insane. Okay, so here we are, the scythe. Something you will notice maybe from this is that the heads up display for this ship is going to be all in red, and that is because it is an alien ship. Most of the alien ships are going to be different than the other ships. So whenever I do this, see, it's all red. So see the new Seraphim station. I probably won't land at the Seraphim station, but I will go over to Grimhex, and I will actually probably land at Grimhex and kind of show around that and maybe talk about it a little bit. Sort of just include it as part of this video. So let's just go ahead and get a nice third person. I'm thinking F4. That's why I said fourth. Get a nice third person view there. And so at some point I will actually put up a video. If you see that other square over to the left side, that is actually one of the new jump points. At some point I will actually go check those out, sort of show them off. So before I leave, I'm going to mention, if you are coming into Crusader and you're looking at this, it is sort of difficult to know which one the station is, just because it's just a bunch of platforms and things sticking out. If you find this one, it's kind of, you know, think of it like a spider web is the best way to describe it. And if you're coming in at night, it'll actually have lights on it, more lights than the other ones will. So it's actually maybe a little bit easier at night. But this one is kind of difficult to find. Best way to do it is basically just fly in, and whenever you get the prompt to call for a hangar, do that and use your hangar guide to get you there. So yeah. And while I'm stopped, I'll show just how far away these things are. See, that is 33.8 million kilometers away. Apparently this thing can't even make it that far. So this is the new Seraphim station. This replaced Port Olisar. If you didn't know, Port Olisar was basically just pads with a little interior area. It did not actually have basically the same amenities that the other stations have. So you couldn't actually set your spawn there. There was no medical. But if you did say to log out while you were there, there were apartments that you could spawn at while you were there. But you didn't have any, like, the Galeria, whatever you want to call it. So you couldn't, you know, you didn't have all that stuff. And this one actually has a cargo place. So you have that as well. And let's sort of zoom out a little bit. And I will actually go ahead and get my screenshot here. So I will be right back, and we will head on over to Grimhex. Okay, so now we're going to head on over to Grimhex. Now this is actually it's basically a station that is controlled by like a gang or like a legal faction that has been taken over. So if you do have a crime stat or something like that, you are allowed to land at Grimhex, whereas the other stations will shoot at you. Grimhex will not. So if you are planning on doing illegal work, Grimhex might be your base of operations, sort of where you are working out of. So, and it is bordering Yella, which is one of Crusader's moons. So this is Yella. It is one of the moons. It actually has a ring of asteroids around it, so you can also get some pretty cool screenshots of this, as well as getting Crusader in the background over there, as well as the sun. So that's always cool to see. And there is actually a racetrack over here by Grimhex called Miner's Lament, which is basically racing through the asteroid fields. Oh. Mr. Cadence over there has some packages. He did just lock on to me. I think he is trying to get out of here. Yep. I think he left at the same time I did. Now, I will mention, if you are coming into Grimhex, be careful. There is such thing as invisible asteroids. So, if you just blow up randomly and you don't really know why, that's probably what it was. You probably hit some invisible asteroid or something like that that did not load in for you. So, now, there are two ways that you can actually land here. There are hangars that you can land at here, or there are pads, which I think we're actually coming straight in at the pads. So that was my plan to start with, was to actually just land at one of these pads here. And so you'll notice you have to get pretty close to this to actually get within armistice for this. So if you are using Grimhex, basically trying to get an armistice to get away from somebody, be aware you've got to get close. So keep that in mind as well. And that was not a not a clean landing at all. But yeah, there we go, perfect. I believe I hit that hole right there. And so, welcome to Grimhex. You will notice that this is not as nice and clean as the other places. As you can maybe see. But this is the medical area. That's where coming in off of here will bring you. So then if you are here, this is going to be your ASOP terminal and elevators to the hangars. So you can spawn your ship here and take the elevator to the hangars. But if you're here to buy some stuff, there is a couple shops down here. If you go from the lobby to the main concourse is where the habitation as well as the shops and things are at, as well as I believe there are some missions that you can actually get from this location. There's a few things here. So this one over here that says admin, if you come down this one and open, this is going to be your admin. You can sell things here. That is sort of like the TDD at Orson. It'll be the same deal. So then if you go to the next door over and look for these sort of staticky glitched screens, and you come in here, this is actually where you can get Tiger's Claws. Now, I'm not going to go into full detail on how to use these, but they're used for a couple different missions, as well as getting rid of your crime stat if you go to SPK or Security Post Korea. So that is how or one of the places that you can get tiger's claws. So if you're here and you need one, that's where you get it from. And then the last place that I'm going to show is if you come through here. Luckily that guy just came through here, so I didn't have to open the doors. So if you come out of the elevators, go left and keep left, go up the little staircase, and to the right you'll find this shop right here where you can buy armor and guns. So you can basically get pretty much the best armor, the Morozov armor. And then as far as guns go, I don't think they actually sell the P4 here, yeah. So for weapons, I think you can get like a shotgun and SMG here, as well as pistols. Yeah, shotgun and pistols, all of the pistols actually. Another shotgun and SMG. So you can also get your multi-tool, and I think you can get, yeah, you can get your paramed pen from over at the hospital area over there as well. So I believe that is actually everything that I need to be talking about. So once again, welcome to Crusader. Just going to double check this list here. So yeah, we visited Orison. Kaplan Stadium, I believe, is where we went to do the PTV racing. If not, then it is the circuit that you do. It is actually like in Orison around the platforms. Buy a Finley. I showed you a big Finley as well as where you can buy those. Visit Grimhex. We are there right now. Sadly, could not do the missions because I did not have them. And we visited the new Seraphim Station, made a Grey Cat PTV race. So we are basically halfway done with this checklist and halfway done with the planets. So kind of makes sense. So next time will probably be Hurston, I think, is where my next video is going to be. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.